100 rated chess, but your pieces are afraid of landmines. They can only move to squares that have been walked on by a pawn or an enemy piece. This obviously sounds way too easy, so let's just say that we only count my pawns. Yeah, now that sounds a bit more challenging. We get a 130 from France. e4, e6 expected. Or not. d4. The plan is obviously to expand as fast as possible so that my pieces can have a lot of squares to move, and even though this may strike back at me for skipping e3 and d3, I am confident to say that I don't need those useless squares. Knight c6. d5. Okay, now my queen can go to d4, and if he can just play knight d4 right now and blunder a horsey, that will be the most convenient thing ever existed on this channel. I solemnly swear that I don't even know this guy, not to mention about hiring him as an actor. I'll take the horsey. Well, I mean at least he won't just blunder his bishop now. c5. En passant. Ha, of course I'll play an en passant against a French opponent. B takes c6. c4. Okay, now knight c3 is not possible, but we can always develop it this way instead. Bishop d7. f4. I mean, since this bishop is stuck behind the pawns, how about pushing this pawn then? Sadly he's not a paid actor. Queen d1. d5. Very aggressive. That blunders a pawn. e6. Trading pawns is not a good idea because I need them to open up the way for the other pieces to play the game. Therefore, d6. c4. That blunders another pawn, and since I've had a pawn on c4 before, bishop takes c4 is allowed. Winning pawn is definitely amazing, but quite frankly, I don't even like it if he blunders his bishop into my pawn. Very convenient, but not very convenient. Queen takes d6. Queen b8. Aha, trading queens is obviously the best move, but since I haven't moved any pawns to that square yet, I guess I'll retreat. e5. That blunders another pawn. Don't know if he has some sort of hatred against those peasants. Knight e7. Bishop f4. Alright, I guess the plan is just to take as many pieces as possible and force him to resign, because I cannot see any ways to move my pieces closer to his king. And just as I want to take materials, he blunders a bishop. Knight takes. Queen e4. Knight d6 allowing e6. Winning a horsey with a discovered check is probably the most convenient move right now, but such amazing thing can never happen in real life. E takes d6. King f8. Aha. That blunders a king to queen e7 check. King g8 is forced. Queen f7 checkmate in 2, but since I haven't landed any pawns on e7 yet, I guess I'll have to go for d7. Man, it's getting difficult to think of a good plan to attack his king. Never mind. Mission accomplished.